ladies and gentlemen, making her TAO Comedy Studio debut. Please give a nice warm round of applause to Emily Kirk.
Yes. Oh, if I can get out of there. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm so excited to be here. This is so tight. I love how comfy and intimate we all are right now. We're gonna learn a lot about each other. Guys, I'm super excited. My July is going awesome so far. I just had my birthday. Thank you. My birthday was July 2nd. It was awesome because I had 2 excuses to eat whatever I wanted, because everybody knows calories don't count on your birthday or America's birthday. Yeah, so that was tight. Okay, got a couple people that like that. So yeah, I don't know all of you, not all of you know me. I'm a little weird kid from Indiana. Maybe if I grew, cool. Yeah, maybe if I grew up here, I would have been considered like eccentric or like creative or cool, but there I was just considered, you know, weird. Like, I talked to trees, I used to dance with rolling trash cans. I had boyfriends that didn't know they were my boyfriends, like, you know, kid stuff. But I think one of the things that made me exceptionally weird is ever since I was little, I always wanted to be sexy. Which that's a weird thing for a kid to want to be, right? But I think it's because the women that I looked up to were awesome women, okay? So the 3 women that kind of shaped who I am today: Princess Jasmine, in Aladdin and Jasmine, okay? She's got the cool earrings, she has a pet tiger, and she didn't take any shit from anybody, which I was totally into that. Shakira, hello. Belly dancing. We don't need words, body language. That's all she needed to communicate. Well, I mean, whatever, she can speak like 8 languages, but nobody knows that because the belly dancing, guys. Speaking of body language, the other one, the mistress of the darker self, Miss Elvira. So cool, guys. Not only did she have all these awesome quips, she had like the big hair. Seriously, I really liked her, and for Halloween, I told my mom, like, oh, I want to be a witch for Halloween, so she bought me a witch costume. I cut that shit. I drew some cleavage. Mom was not having it. She was like, you're not going out like that. So, no Halloween for me that year. But it's okay, because Elvira kind of turned out to be like my dark fairy godmother, because she gave me boobs. So thank you, Elvira, wherever you are, for the gift that keeps on giving. Everybody's a fan, so thank you. But back to where I was going with this whole thing. So Shakira, I love Shakira. I think the only thing more awkward than a kid wanting to be sexy is a fat kid wanting to be sexy. So, oh, she feels bad for me. If you will, a young Emily, much smaller, much more pear-shaped because the curves hadn't happened yet. Just shut up in her room, listening to wherever, whenever on repeat, just trying to get the moves down. Just to go to her mom and be like, Mom, look what I've been working on. And her mom's like, I bet that's good exercise. So it's okay, it's okay. I like got over it kind of. Like, it's just, you know, food is kind of that comforting thing that gets you through the hard times and sad times and lonely times. Kind of like in college when I was having dry spells, or like, let's be frank, I wasn't getting any. Me and my gay guy friends would make out, which is kind of like you both want sugar but only sweeten those available. But it's okay because you're sweet in love with them too, so everybody's just like moderately satisfied. But it's okay because I have a boyfriend now. Thanks for the applause, guys. Thank you. Shut up. So yeah, I don't have to make out with all of these gay guys anymore. It's just the one. So it's a lot less work for me. You guys are like, man, she talks about food a lot. Okay, I do talk about food. I can't deny that. I love food. It's awesome. But, you know, it doesn't take the place of serious things in my life, like people or relationships or like sex. But I have thought about it. There are relating things between food and sex. Okay, yeah, you just got really quiet because everybody's like, what is she going with this? Now, hear me out. Cooking is a lot like masturbating because you figure it out at your own time. Some people figure it out when they're really young. Some people figure it out when they're older. And either way, you're just happy because you're like, okay, this is cool. I can survive now. like a quick thing you do because you got a little bit of spare time in between something. Sometimes you're like off work all day, so you're just gonna like, it's gonna be an all day thing, you know? You just like let it marinate, just like go all out, have a marathon by yourself. And then delivery, that's kind of like hookups or like one night stands, right? Because it usually happens late at night. You don't care what you're wearing when you go down to the door to get it. You're not talking to your friends and your family about it. Let's be real, you're not doing that. Unless you have no shame anymore. And then sometimes you have to kind of cut yourself off because you're like, I've done a few too many of those this month. Like, that's hurting. It's hurting a little bit. And then going out to a restaurant, that's like really good relationship sex. Like, we're gonna be here for a while. There's like all these perks I didn't have before. I might be, might get appetizers, might get drinks, or, alright, let's get a little heated thinking about it. I cracked myself up at that one. Speaking of restaurants, there's something that happened to me recently I was irritated about. So like I said, I'm from Indiana. I'm not from here and have all the fancy ass restaurants that you guys have. And I used to get excited about a little place called Red Lobster. Yeah, what's up? Okay, I got some Red Lobster fans in the house. Here's the thing, as little Emily and now adult Emily, I'm not going to Red Lobster for the lobster. Nobody is going to Red Lobster for the lobster. We're going there for one thing only, and that's Cheddar Bay biscuits. Yes! It's so good, you guys, it's so good. So, back to the story. I'm really good at this, like, sidetracking stuff. So I have this friend, and she's really cool. She's very opposite of me, though. She's very skinny, very pretty, gets booked for things. Like I said, she's opposites attract. And we were gonna go see this show, and she told me, like, hey, there's a Red Lobster nearby, we should hit that up before the show. And like, my first thought is like, can she hang though? Like, can she, like, are you sure? And she's like, girl, you don't understand. We're gonna eat so many biscuits. They're gonna have to keep bringing the baskets out. We're gonna smuggle them into the concert. It's gonna be great. And I was just like, I'm down. You're a fat girl trapped in a skinny body. Let's do this. Tell me why when you got there, she ate one.
No.
I was just like, yeah. I was like, you're probably that bitch that has one plate on Thanksgiving, aren't you? Amateur hour. I was like, do you think this is a game? This is not endless soup salad breadsticks at Olive Garden for $7.99. These are Cheddar Bay biscuits. They're free. They won't cut you off. What are you afraid of? What are you scared of? Like, that would be the equivalent if she invited me to her spin class and I was like, ooh girl, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna pedal that bike so fast, it's gonna go off the rails, it's gonna go through the glass, everybody's gonna be like, what was that flash? Oh, it was Emily. And then I go to your class, I'm there for 2 minutes, and I'm like, peace. Amateur hour. I'm just saying. I'm not just gonna talk about food the whole time, guys. I know that's what you were all thinking, like, I can't sit there and more food. I'm an artist. Guys, that's what I came here to do, and I look up to other artists that don't compromise what they know that they're good at, or what they excel at. And I think an artist that we don't think about who does this is Mark Wahlberg. Okay, I got a few people, just follow me down this yellow brick road here, okay? So Mark Wahlberg knows what he's good at, and he knows he can't do any period pieces before the 1970s. Because let's think about it, like, if Mark Wahlberg was in The Other Berlin Girl, it'd be a little something like, hey, you're the other Berlin girl. Give me a son, or some shit. Or if he was in, like, My Fair Lady, it'd be like, look, Eliza Doolittle, you're not very fair. You're not a fair lady. You're dirty. You're a dirty, dirty whore. Why are you crying? Shut the fuck up with that crying. The rain in Spain falls... I don't fucking know. I don't need this. And then my favorite one, like, coming this summer, Mark Wahlberg in Titanic. He's just at the front of the boat like, go Sox! Sox rule! Rose, let me draw you. I've been drawing naked chicks in France. It's great. What's with all the water in the boat, guys? I'm not boat expert or nothing, but I feel like the water should be on the other side of the boat.
For real though.
Right? So these are just things I think about. So another one I was thinking about recently is, have you guys all seen the classic Gremlins? Okay, awesome. So you've either seen it, or you're a fetus, or you're lying and you think you get cool points, but you're actually not cool. So just for stories, like if you haven't seen it, it's about this really adorable creature named Gizmo, and he's gifted to this boy, Billy, and Billy's just supposed to follow 3 simple rules, and he can have this adorable pet, but he lets little fucking Corey Feldman spill some fucking water on him, and he ruins it for everybody, and I would have raised him fine, but that's a different joke. But I have more beef than just with Billy, and more beef than I have with little Corey Feldman. I have beef with that town because they were asking for it. I don't mean asking for it like, I'm asking for it. I mean, why did they have gremlin-sized weapons readily available? Why was there gremlin-sized chainsaws, gremlin-sized handguns, gremlin-sized beer mugs? I mean, I don't know what you were expecting. You're asking for a little people invasion, and you're asking for them to be drunk. And that's a double whammy, and I have no pity for you. Again, amateur hour. Amateur hour. Guys, I have to share this one with you. I just thought of it. Mark Wahlberg as E.T. It doesn't really have anything to do with the time premise, but just like, he's in a hoodie, he's like, Elliot, why'd you let it dress me like a fucking fruit? Why'd you get me sick, Elliot? They said I'd be right here. I'm trying to phone home. I'm trying to phone home. Ever since I was little, I've always pictured my life like a movie. And as a movie, you'd have a soundtrack, and I always wanted it to be this cool, quirky, indie soundtrack like Juno or Garden State. And after like reflecting on my life and where it's at right now, I realized it would actually be an 80s soundtrack, like a very literal play-by-play of everything going on. So I picture it'd be something like this, like, she's waking up, she's gotta go to work, she's gotta take 3 buses to get there. She sees her mom calls, she doesn't wanna answer, but she's gonna answer anyway. Her mom's like, did you get the gig? She's like, I got the gig, but you didn't get the gig though. Her mom's like, oh girl, how you doing on money? You need me to send you some money. She's like, no, but then she's like, actually, you can send me some money.